Bandicam went green as I was explaining, so I'm just going to do it again for you. I'm just going to show you what I'm doing again. Hang on, here we go. So I'm going to put the generator here, and I'm going to put a... No, I don't want to put it there. I'm going to put an insulated copper cable here, and I'm going to put these cables here. So as you can see, they connect nicely with each other. It's really good. It's really well done. And I'm going to put the macerator and electric furnace right here. So these two machines will now be powered by this generator. As you can see, they are connected by the cables. I could put this behind here, but it's fine. And besides, when I go underground, I work by the aesthetic. I work by the fact that I work under the rules that cables everywhere looks pretty cool. And no, in my mind, cool is aesthetically pleasing. Besides, I like to see how things work, so it's pretty cool for me. It's pretty good when I get to see how things work. Now, these things, the electric furnace itself is a lot more efficient and a lot more faster than a normal furnace when it comes to coal usage. However, it's probably going to be negated by the macerator, which requires a bit more coal to use. But that's fine, because we're doubling our ores here. Now, the generator can hold, from what I remember, something like 6 or 5 coal worth of EU. EU stands for energy units. It's just an arbitrary unit that is used. So I'm going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coal. Now you might say, oh, it says 4 coal here. You've only put in 4 coal, James. That's alright. It's because the first coal has already been used up and is already burning. So yeah. So as you can see, it's filling the generator. And I might have overestimated that. Oh, sorry, the generator itself can only hold around 1 coal. So the rest of that reason this is not fully filled up is because some of the energy has already been transferred through the wires to the macerator and the electric furnace. So you see this part of the furnace here has gone red. That wasn't like that before. I should have shown you it charging up, but you'll get to see it later. First I'm going to show you maceration. So I'm going to show you how to macerate your ores. Simply put your ores in a macerator when it has energy and it'll start macerating them. And as you can see, the energy is being drained from the generator. And 1 tin ore becomes 2 tin dust. Watch. Yes! Tin dust, each tin dust is worth 256 EMC. Now, that's pretty good. So, just keep doing this. Cinnabar ore, hey? I don't think you can macerate cinnabar ore. We'll try it anyway, but I don't think you can. So, what'll happen is when our generator runs out of energy storage, our macerator will start using up its internal energy storage. So as you can see, this is slowly becoming less red. It's running out. I'll show you further by macerating some iron ore. So as you can see, it's using up its internal energy storage to trying to macerate this ore, but it can't. Another great thing about the macerator is that if it can't macerate an ore, it will freeze where it is. So as you can see, it's almost done. It's just this tiny bit off. So now I can show the electric furnace. And I can show you that for the electric furnace at least, I'm gonna melt some. I'm gonna smelt this tin dust into tin ingots now. So for I can show you for the electric furnace at least, only one, its internal energy capacity storage can only smelt 1 item at a time. So that's not very good. We can upgrade that, but you don't really need to. It's most often you're better off just upgrading your actual energy storage. So now what? We want to keep smelting and macerating and stuff. So what do? We just put some more coal in the generator. Now it's a bit tedious to put 1 coal in at a time. You could put more than 1 piece of coal in at a time, but then you'll end up with problems such as overflow. Because you can see, even though the machines are using energy, we're still building up a bit of excess in this generator here. the generator is storing that excess, and then that excess will be used up. So what are we gonna do? Well, we can store this energy somewhere. Now, at the moment, it's pretty safe to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 things in here. 6 pieces of coal in here, as long as we keep, macerating, and we keep smelting. I just don't want the energy storage in the generator to get too high. So yeah, if this starts getting too high, I'm gonna take out some coal. Alright, I'm taking out all the coal now because it's just getting too high. Yeah, I'm not gonna let it make any more. See, that's just way too much excess energy. So what we're gonna do to rectify this problem? Well, we have 3 minutes to go, so I'm gonna teach you guys how to make a bat box. Bat box. I don't remember the recipe all that well myself. To make a bat box, we need 3 RE batteries. Luckily, we made ourselves 6 tin with the leftover ore we had. Unfortunately, that's not going to be enough. We're going to need more tin, so that means we're going to need to go back and keep digging. But for the moment, this system is lovely. It's letting us double our ore intake. So I'm going to stop macerating iron ore for the moment. Actually, I've got to refill this generator. I'm going to fill it with 2 coal rather than just 1. Hopefully that'll be fine. But I will need to immediately start smelting so that this energy doesn't fill up so that the generator doesn't fill up with too much energy. And so you can see the iron ore is turning into iron. 1 iron ore becomes 2 iron dust, and each iron dust becomes 1 ingot. So we're doubling our income. And I'm just going to keep this running. Not really much else to say. I'll sleep, speed it up a little bit. Not too much though, because I want to keep an eye on this. Generator's running out of power. Yeah. So I think I'm going to end the episode here, guys. But I still got 2 minutes or so to go. So I don't know. I want to do something else, but I can't really without finding tin. And I don't want to go looking for tin. So I'm going to pause the game. And sleep. So we're sleeping until dawn, and I'm going to wake up. And, oh, glitch. Hang on just a second. Alright, everything's fine. Now, macerator is no longer macerating. Furnace is no longer smelting. More coal, please. Now I'm going to get the furnace to smelt me some more iron dust. I was going to say copper ore, but that would have been waste. No, I'm not doing that. Oh, now the symbol for the top right corner of the crafting table is loading up properly. It's even got a tooltip that says inventory settings. I call it an inventory rather than an inventory. Sorry guys, I call it an inventory. So we're still chugging away, smelting. There's not really much to talk about. There's nothing really under us that we can pillage. I hope pillage means to steal or take something, and not to, hurt people and something. Oh well. That's our smelting done. Still haven't finished.